Hello everyone, Pastor Coates. I want to welcome you back again today to another Money Talk lesson in our series, The DNA of the Seed. We're going to jump right into it. Today we're talking about the seed of access. The seed of access. Let me give you a definition. Hidden deep within someone whom God has placed near you is everything you would ever need to fulfill your God-given assignment. However, you have to have access to that person that's required to mine the gold from that resource. The law of access works in connection with the law of recognition. You got to recognize that person has certain things that you need in your life, and then you have to qualify for the law of access to obtain whatever it is you need from that person, whether it be wisdom, mentorship, teaching, training, encouragement, whatever it should be. Access should never be taken for granted. Let me tell you a quick story. A mentor of mine tells me that he's been picked up at the airport over the years, dozens of times, hundreds of times by youth pastors or staff pastors or someone that picks him up at the airport, transports him to the hotel where he will be doing services in the local church. And he says, very, very rarely does anyone take advantage of that opportunity to ask him questions. Often the conversation is just meaningless. Beautiful day, isn't it? Well, it might be raining cats and dogs. It might rain today, might not. How about them Bucks? How about them Chiefs? You know, all that kind of stuff is just small talk. Rarely do they take opportunity to ask questions. If God puts an opportunity in your pathway, if there's someone in your life that has wisdom, counsel, advice, things that you can glean from their life to apply in your situation, recognize the law of access gives you the harvest of opportunity. I've always been taught to have a question file on hand, whether that be in my phone or on an iPad or even on a notebook, so that whenever I'm in the presence of someone who has in their life certain things that I need to accomplish in my life, I should be ready to take advantage of the opportunity to ask questions. Now, that law of access should never be assumed. It should never be taken for granted. You have to realize that although that person has things that you need, they may not always be in the position to be able to grant you access into that wisdom or knowledge. They may be busy working on other things. They may have other things occupying their mind. And when that's the case, you need to respect that. You could simply say something like, would this be a good time if I were to ask you a few questions? And if they say, no, this is really not a good time, then you have to respect that and understand that law of access is a gift. But listen to this. Just like you need to respect the level of access that other people grant you into their lives, you also need to learn to establish different levels of access that you allow other people to be able to enter into your life. Now, here at the very end, I'm going to meddle with your religion for just a minute. Jesus did not treat everybody the same. I know that probably riles up your religiosity. He loved everybody the same, but he did not treat everybody the same. He treated people according to the level of qualification that they had demonstrated. They, not Jesus, had determined the level of access he granted in their life by their level of pursuit. So if you want greater access into people's lives, if they have wisdom, knowledge, instruction that you need, you have to realize that you need to qualify for that higher level of access. And likewise, and this is very, very important, or you will just get worn out. You have got to learn to require other people to qualify for certain levels of access of your time, of your attention, of your mentorship into your life. So I want to give you this once again. This is the law of access because the seed of access grants the harvest of opportunity.